Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Gary Trent is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Walker in at the center. And this probably, DB, is the most intense part of the regular season. Some teams are all in on a playoff push.
This is the point in the year where everybody, absolutely everybody, is looking at the standings and the potential matchups facing them in the postseason. They are sharpening skills and minds.
Siakam passes to Nembhard. Here's Halliburton. Traps in the tray.
Boy, you better expect a steady diet of three-point attempts. Tyrese Halliburton gets beyond the arc.
Here he goes. Sweet move. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's the three. Here's the general. Hands it from downtown.
Nothing more frustrating than to have to guard a guy like him when he is on.
For the Pacers, they come in off a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Trent can't hit. Here's the Bronx. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Nembhard with it, and out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to talk with the Bronx's head coach for a minute, and we talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And here are the Pacers now, after the Bronx picking up a basket just moments ago. Back to Halliburton. Stripped away. Pass to the general. Power down the jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's the general. He had 19 points in the win again.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Siakam And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Johnson, he's checked in for Trent. Shoots the three, gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 7.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Indiana Pacers. 8-point game. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Toppin, he's checked in for the Pacers. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
And now we get a chance to check out Tyrese Halliburton. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 assists. And he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass and stride. No problem knocking that one down.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Walker. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Bounce pass Nembhard. Johnson kicks to Halliburton. 5 on the clock. And here's Walker outside. The rebound by the closer. Here's the Bronx. They're on a 19-7 run. Count that bucket. Pacers trail by 13. Halliburton passes to Johnson. Now Nembhard. Inside. And they're running. And he jams it with authority.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Green comes in for Halliburton. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. Johnson kicks to Toppin. Fast break, the Bronx goes up. Oh! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, guys. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our Our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back to you, Kevin.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. The Pacers making a change here. Richmond's checked in. The Bronx leading by 18. 14 feet away, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Here's Siakam. 14 points from him the last game against the Raptors in Toronto. 4 on the clock. That one drops for him.
Well, Siakam just staying strong inside, finds the finish through it.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the foul on the closer. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, 3rd team foul.
5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Bronx, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And they're... Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bronx.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And for the Pacers, Johnson is out there with Richmond. Then there's Josh Green. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Toppin in at the power forward. And for the Bronx, pass to the general. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
And Indiana making a change here. Trent's checked in.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Over in the corner, Green, 6 to shoot, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Siakam outside, and Toppin throws it down.
Great execution there. Pascal with a pretty pass.
The Bronx leading by 20. Got a piece of it. It's Trent on the wing. Bronx grabs the miss.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket. And
that was strong.
That is That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
He takes it in, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Johnson dishes to Toppin. Pass to Siakam. Back to Toppin. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Toppin's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's the closer, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's the break. Fires the 3. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Trent with the wide open look. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
No surprise, it's Gary Trent Jr. who answers them right back from the arc.
And the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Halliburton subbed in for Green.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Driving inside.
That's the finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Fast break, the Bronx. Drills it from outside. 13 points in the game.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Halliburton finds Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's the general. And the Bronx, another 3.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Nembhard, the pass to Johnson. Halliburton on the wing. He's got 5. Trent, right side, looking to end the run. Bangs home the trifecta. Trent's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
They are just killing him on the interior.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the paint. Here's the closer. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Toppin sets a screen for Johnson. It's Nembhard on the wing. No good on that one.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And so it's the Bronx, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this.
Thanks for joining.
Looking at the Bronx, coming down the final stretch of the season, about a month left, I think they're in a pretty good spot.
Matter of fact, now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Bronx.
Execution, these guys know.
And that concludes.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The Bronx has gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Siakam is out there with Jarris Walker. And it's Trent in at small forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And checking out the numbers for the closer. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging around 26 points per and 9 assists. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Pass to Walker. Hit the crossover, dives for it. Now Nembhard. The three. No good there.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Down low, the Generals. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Trent. That one doesn't drop. Trent's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's the General. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Now, here is Halliburton. He started closely. And a wide-open look for Siakam. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
And they're able to recover. Second chance shot. Pass to the General. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Siakam. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Trent. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Ooh, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And he drives in.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Here's Siakam. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Outside for Halliburton. A shot's good on the assist by Siakam.
3 points.
Siakam's got 4 assists in the game. It's tipped. Halliburton with the steal. Releases from the wing and drills it. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
ahead. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Kevin?
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much. Johnson, he's checked in for the Pacers. And the Bronx checks on 2 more.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Halliburton for 3. Bronx grabs the miss. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
The drive by Siakam. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Indiana. With the fadeaway. And the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Shot from free throw range, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And the shot goes in. He's got 14.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Siakam kicks to Halliburton. It's not going to go for him. It's his 6th miss. He's 5 for 11. And the layup's good off the glass. 19 points in the game.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Walker with his screen for Siakam. Takes the 13-footer, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Indiana making some changes. Toppin, he's jacked in for Walker. And it's Green in for Andrew Nembhard. On defense, the Bronx. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. You want to talk about high-level athlete. Mr. Green, have at it.
Johnson over to help. For the 3. Pass to the general. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
We've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd. There's the closer. From the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. The closer's got 11.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And it's Halliburton missing. The shot will not fall. And so it's the Bronx with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no... And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Nembhard finds Trent. And for a lot of rebound teams, Doris, toward the tail end of the regular season, not much incentive to win.
Right. The thought process for teams in this position is about which draft selection am I going to get? Where am I going to be positioned in the lottery? Quite often, Kevin, any player that's had too much success on a roster like this has been moved away from the team. They've either traded them or cut them.
And for Indiana, they've got Gary Trent. Jackson is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Johnson in at the 2-guard spot. Trent outside. It's Nembhard on the wing. Jackson setting the pick here for Nembhard. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Second personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bronx.
For Indiana.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Johnson for three. That one, no good. Here's the general, and there's the drive.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Pass to Trent. This one for three. Indiana again missing.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Trent with the double team. The Bronx needs to get off a shot here. Nembhard, the pass to Trent. Got a hand on it. And that one is hammered home.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Back to Nembhard. Trent outside. There's a screen by Toppin. And Gary Trent Jr. gets the three.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Takes it up with both hands and trips it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Back to Nembhard.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Jackson. Walker comes in for Toppin. Halliburton subbed in for Andrew Nembhard.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
The Bronx, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. And they pick up 2.
Well, this is what you're trying to do, put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Johnson. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. From downtown, Bronx grabs the miss. The closer's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Siakam. Bronx grabs the miss. The closer's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. One, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
With the step back, Halliburton, good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's the general. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 27.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
Pass to Nembhard. Connects from three-point range.
Well, Andrew Nembhard steps into that in good rhythm. Nice catch and shoot opportunity.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Pacers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Back to Nemhard. And again, it's Indiana.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bronx.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
There's the three. And the dunk by Walker.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
At the line for
Here's Indiana. Siakam kicks to Walker. A 3-ball. Siakam misses.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
On offense, here are the Pacers. To the inside. Walker the pass to Halliburton. Siakam looking around. Here's Walker. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. Now it's time for our Player of the Game.